For this week's fishing tip, we go back in time, all the way back to 2009. In his tip, Paul Nelson talks about what fish to target as the summer comes to a close.
A lot of anglers in the Bemidji area will target walleyes and muskies as their favorite species, but for anglers who just want a lot of action, want to catch a mixed bag of fish and have a nice batch of fish to go home with at the end of the day for a meal, if you target perch late in the summer, you can actually catch perch as well as walleyes, northern pike, and end up with a nice bag of fish when you go home. Most of the perch in the late summer and early fall will be on the shallow flats in the lakes. Some of the key areas are actually the little rises when they're feeding and the little depressions when they're resting on the flats. The perch can actually use the outside edge of the cabbage weeds or actually the inside edge of the cabbage weeds. And if anglers just use a jig and minnow or maybe a jig with a threaded night crawler on there and target the perch, you're going to end up catching a lot more than perch. Some of the larger lakes in the area are usually the best perch lakes. Leech, Winnie, Bemidji, Cass all have great populations of perch, and anglers can go up on top of these shallow flats, cast those jigs around, find an area that has some perch in them, and end up having some great action during the day and end up with some tasty fillets at the end of the day. So target some perch, have some fun this fall, and when you're fishing for the perch, just go until you find a school of fish and concentrate and slow down in those areas, and you'll be surprised how much you can catch. This has been the Fishing Tip of the Week, and I'm Paul Nelson from the Bemidji Area Lakes Guide Service.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.